Brought to you by Penguin.
Stand Up Straight, written by Major General Paul Nanson, read by Major General Paul Nanson and Theo Solomon.
Introduction. Welcome Address. I look at my watch for the 15th time in as many minutes. Still 1 hour and a half to go. The flashes in the distance show where our artillery is hard at work preparing for the upcoming attack. They illuminate the vehicles either side of my own Scimitar and Spartan reconnaissance tanks, waiting patiently for the order to advance. We're in Forming Up Place Green, on the border between Saudi Arabia and Iraq. It's February 1991, and I'm in charge of a platoon of 24 men. Forming Up Place, or FUP Green, marks for us the beginning of the ground offensive stage of Operation Granby, more commonly known by its US title Desert Storm, the operation to liberate Kuwait. The journey to the FUP has involved weeks of preparation and training, a long and complicated move from our base in Germany, through staging posts in the Saudi desert, to training areas and finally through the American forces who have carved their way through the enemy's minefields for us. The FUP marks the place from which we will launch our advance towards our first objective, Brass, an Iraqi artillery position. My platoon is the reconnaissance platoon, tasked with leading the battle group, comprised of various units from our own battalion and other regiments, and finding the enemy's positions. Another look at my watch, and still an hour to go. Time to think as I listen to the chatter of the two soldiers who share my tank. Time to think, and time to fear. Fear of the unknown, of the unexpected, and fear of failure. What happens if I am the one who, when the time comes, lets the rest down? What if I fail as a leader? This is the first time any of the platoon have been in combat, and I am their 25-year-old leader. Leadership has suddenly become very real. A poor judgment or a wrong decision from me, and my men might die. The radio suddenly comes alive and Lance Corporal Bruton looks across at me and says, "Time to go, boss." I give the order to advance on the platoon radio, and as 12 tanks start to move slowly out into the desert, the fear fades away and is replaced with a quiet confidence, born of belief in those men around me, in those who lead me, and in my own capability. I won't fail, because I've been trained by the best, and at the best leadership academy in the world. The Royal Military Academy. Camberley is a long way from the Iraqi desert. It's actually quite easy to miss the academy as you drive down the A30 through the town centre. The only giveaway is the stone gatehouse set back from the road. Once through it, you're into acres of parkland and lakes, dominated by a series of stately buildings, the grandest of which is Old College, with its iconic pillars and parade square. The Royal Military Academy Sandhurst came into being because British officers were failing. Prior to the 19th century, if you had the requisite money, the connections or the right background, you could simply buy rank and command and lead men. One very far-sighted officer, General Le Marchand, decided that the British Army needed to properly train and educate young men to lead. So he built Sandhurst. Sadly, he never saw it opened. He was killed at the Battle of Salamanca. But since 1812, Sandhurst has been developing world-class leaders and to this day possesses something of a mystique around the world. It's often asked how we create such fine leaders out of young women and men, some as young as 19 years old, so that they are capable of making difficult and mature decisions in some of life's most demanding environments. By the time officer cadets complete their training and graduate or pass out by marching up those famous Old College steps, they've attained a confidence that radiates from their very being, a sense of quiet self-belief that they could be airdropped anywhere in the world and they would quickly learn what was happening on the ground, problem solve, make informed decisions, and deal with almost any situation thrown at them. Our graduates have gone on to be world leaders in a whole host of fields, but they all share an affinity, their world-class Sandhurst training. Notable British Sandhurst alumni include Sir Anthony Beevor, James Blunt, Sir Winston Churchill, Sir Michael Morpurgo, Tim Peake, CMG, Heather Stanning, Nicola Wetherill, Prince William, Duke of Cambridge, and Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex. The creator of James Bond, author Ian Fleming, also attended, but did not complete his commissioning course. So what, you might be asking yourself, is the purpose of this book? Well, an editor at Penguin Random House kindly approached me and asked if I would be interested in writing about the key leadership principles and life lessons from one of the world's top military academies, which might be transferable to everyday civilian life. My immediate
Sample complete. Ready to continue?